Hello Josh, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some tips and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your revenue, your leads, and your business. And two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website and see if those tips and tricks could outrank them, get you on the first page of Google organically, which will increase your leads exponentially. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I talk about here, you could use on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll show you these steps for your business. So first is content. So in your content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words. Just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right here, got a very personal page, got eye-popping page. You got your services right there, which is good. Everything that you offer, got coupons right there. So very eye-popping website. But you just, what I would do, I just increase some content, some words, some keywords that increase your searchability on Google with all the areas that you serve. I believe you have all the areas down here, that you serve. So speaking of Google, if I lived in Burien, Washington, and I might type in plumbing services, here's what comes up. A lot of times ads come up here and they're hit or miss. If you haven't invested in them already, they're a good investment, but data just shows that consumers skip over those a lot and they go to the map pack here, which there you are right there. Good job. But that's citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here, down below here. So we feel this is the most importantly to be in this area, especially with searchability with Google. So it's important to be organically in the first page of any kind of service you provide or area you provide for. And typically we don't count directories like Yelp, Angie's List, because consumers will go to a local company looking for a service, especially if it's an emergency type service. So scrolling down here, your top competitor is Two Sons Plumbing. So I'm going to compare your website to them. And the goal is to outrank them to be on the top here. But as you scroll down, you see you're not on the first page when it comes to plumbing services in Burien, Washington. But you could get there with some of these tips and tricks. You want to stay off of the second and third page. So very few people go here for more services. So the goal is to be on that first page. So as we compare the two, there's a tool we use called Ahrefs, and here's your URL right here. And these are your numbers. So on your website there, you're using 154 keywords. So that's what I was saying. I would definitely increase my keywords, increase your searchability, higher volume, the better. You get very creative in creating your keywords. Think about all the buyer intent keywords: emergency plumbing, plumbing repair, plumbing services, drain cleaning. You guys do a HVAC. You guys do a wide range of services, and then you add cities to them. So you could have a plumbing Burien, Washington, and a plumbing Kent, Washington, and that's how you add keywords. So that's how you start dominating your competition. So just increase your keywords on your webpage, and you will be well on your way with beating your competition. Here's Two Sons Plumbing, their website. They do a good job in the area, but there's some things that you could do to outrank them to get them out of Burien, which is your backyard here, for their webpage. And here's their numbers right here. So they're using 3,000 keywords. Great thing about keywords, you could take some of these keywords that apply to you and put them on your website, and there you go. That's when you start outranking them. For instance, like you go to Kent Plumber, you could put that on your website. You have high search volume there. That's how you start outranking them. But you get very intentional on the keywords that you use to definitely outrank them, especially in the Burien area, which is right in your backyard. Next is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have strong, relevant backlinks that's relevant to your business. So you want to have other HVAC services, plumbing service websites linking to you. Doesn't do you any good if websites outside your industry are linking to you. Doesn't give you search power or trust power with Google. So right now you're using 142 backlinks with 14 reference domains. Compare that to a local competitor. They're using 1,000 backlinks with 316 reference domains. Good thing about backlinks, kind of like keywords, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You take these backlinks, you see what's relevant, you see what's working in the area, you put those on your website, and then you start adding to those, and that's how you start dominating your competition. So not only match them, but go above them, and that's how you start outranking them. And then finally, there's citations. So we'll go back here to Google. So for citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses, since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. As you know, you guys are number one, so you want to stay up here number one. Sometimes there's 4 or 3 or 4, but you want to stay in that top 3 or 4. And to do that, you just keep up your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, and there's many more. Also, if you have a strong social media account presence, that's good too. The idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger online presence is, the more Google trusts you, which you're now outranking them above the competitors. So good job, stay number one. But to increase organically in other areas, not just burien, you could even grow more in your leads. For instance, like as I said, Kent, Washington. So not only you could be number one in Kent, Washington area, but you could be number one up here in the burien area, or in the Kent, Washington as well as burien. So once your backlinks, your citations, and your content, once they all come together, you just start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it. So you're already number one in burien, but also to be number one in burien organically here, and also Kent and all the areas that you serve. So not sure what margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's many more keywords that you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So if you do find yourself wanting more to continue to scale as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I give you some more information. I give you some, talk about goals. We can do research, and we can see if we can get you there. But either way, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, that'll help me get better at making these. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.